Hi, I'll start by introducing myself and then describe the problems I've been working on and then summarize our solution, the civic platform called Empowered Vote. My name is Chris Cantrell. I'm a game developer by trade. I make board games and video games and enjoy designing social systems that leave people feeling engaged. I was one of the first gameplay analysts on the video game League of Legends back when esports still looked like this. If you've never heard of League, to describe us briefly in pictures, the year after I got there, our esports looked like this. And a few years later, it looked like this. As a company, we were always really big into celebrating our players. And since most of us were also gamers ourselves, we were all pretty repulsed by the concept of pay for power. That's when a player gets an advantage inside the game by spending money outside the game. A lot of game studios are completely okay with selling an advantage to players if it means the game is ultimately more profitable. But not us. We always hated pay for power, believing the practice came at the expense of the long-term health of the game. I spent around 8 years at Riot and left as a creative director after having helped them ship multiple games. As a game designer, I find I'm constantly fascinated by the structure of social systems, how technology can impact groups of people and alter the ways in which they interact with each other. It was through this lens of a game developer that I looked at the intersection of technology and democracy and found three foundational problems to focus on. The first is our society's inability to collectively see the same facts through a haze of disinformation. If we don't agree on what our problems are, then we'll never agree on what our solutions should look like. We call this lack of shared clarity around our facts information pollution. The second problem is our technology's capacity to divide us by radicalizing our most vulnerable through micro-targeting. When we stop looking for overlapping values with our neighbor, then we become comfortable with solutions that are found at their expense. We refer to this intentional fostering of hatred as political polarization. And the third problem stems from citizens not being able to make an impact on their democracy without having access to wealth. When we long to change our government but can't make an impact, then we lose interest in governing. We refer to this lack of impact as civic exhaustion. Information pollution, political polarization, and civic exhaustion. In response to these large problems, we've designed dozens of features and tools and games that make it easier to be an engaged citizen throughout the information age. We call it Empowered Vote, and we've sorted our designs across three pillars. The Inform pillar uses game development techniques to fight information pollution and help us find the same facts. Think trivia games and merit badges, or tools that make it easier for everyone to be an informed voter. Our goal is to present information in an engaging way so that we can all recognize the same problems. The Connect pillar leverages mediation techniques to fight political polarization and help us find shared values. Here, we create communities that are actively designed to lead to more productive conversations. An example of a Connect feature would be the Symposium, which is an interactive speech and debate tournament that explores a rotating list of civic issues. And then the Empower pillar, which uses technology to amplify the impact of leaders that are looking for shared solutions. Here, any citizen can run for elected office based on the strength of their solutions instead of their proximity to power. When our democracy requires wealth to get elected, then our democracy will primarily serve the wealthy. With these three pillars, we developed ways to share and trust the same set of facts, to collectively unpack the same values, and to empower the leaders among us that are looking for shared solutions. We've spent years designing tools to modernize our democracy, striving to put the will of citizens before any political parties. And as we were developing these tools, we found a way to clearly identify our audience, which is useful because it allows everyone to decide for themselves if they're a fit for Empowered Vote without ever needing someone to pass judgment one way or the other. It became our platform's purpose. We empower those who are looking for shared solutions. And to define that, whenever I say a shared solution, it's meant to describe a solution that you expect everyone would embrace if you each saw it with the same clarity. If ultimately you're looking for shared solutions, it doesn't matter to us what your race, gender, religion, or how liberal or conservative your policy solutions might be. We've built these tools to empower you. But on the other side of that, if you're not looking for a solution that you think others would want to share, then it won't matter what your race, gender, religion, or how liberal or conservative your policy solutions are. These tools are not meant for you, and in many cases are even designed to cause you friction. Initially, a pursuit of shared solutions might seem like a very subjective destination, but we've identified objective, measurable changes that happen to a person's behavior when they are sincerely looking for a shared solution. We can use these to highlight our audience systemically and then build tools to empower them. For instance, a person will never need to lie to you to get you to land on a solution that they honestly thought you'd share. They also wouldn't have a need to coerce you or manipulate your logic or exploit your biases in order to get you to land on a conclusion that they assumed you'd naturally want to embrace. When we build tools that highlight these manipulative practices, then we protect all of us, regardless of party. So that's our pitch. In our next video, we will explore value-driven frameworks and how simple solutions can last forever. If you enjoyed this, consider sharing it with someone you think it resonate with. Or if you're in a spot where you can support our development, we are a 501c3 public charity, so your donations are tax deductible and will never go to line the pockets of shareholders. Thanks for your time.